I posted this poll on my Night Talk channel, man. Well, my Night Talk channel was still popping before YouTube canceled me. But anyway, it says, as a man, who do you go with your problems? You see the poll here, bro. Out of 60,000 votes, 11% said your woman, 8% of y'all said your family, 14% of y'all said your friends, and 67% said nobody, right? Which it don't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me, but just to see it like that, I just want to bring more attention to it, man. And especially considering like the amount of times I cover this topic and the amount of conversations I have with y'all behind the scenes, where I can't tell you how many men I've talked to about, issues they got going on, and they haven't talked to anybody about nothing, bro. I'm just someone that you see online sometimes, and there's relatability between you and I. And you know you're not gonna get judged talking to me about anything. I've opened that door for you and shit, and I don't know enough about you to judge you, even if I could, even though I don't live in that world, man. So I see why it's easier to talk to me about things, bro. But with that being said, bro, like, especially for women that have men in their lives that you'd expect your man to confide into you with his problems and shit, it's never gonna happen, bro. It is never going to happen. Probably due to the fact that a lot of times men having so much problems is due to a woman. You know what I mean? When money being taken away, freedom being taken away, your children being taken away, your house being taken away. Like, this shit puts men in really dark places, bro. But that's just half of what I'm talking about, bro. But like, as a whole, mainly for like, your more masculine, traditional, conservative types, bro, that really live by this creed and shit. Like, when these type of men come into face with adversity or problems or shit they need to fix, they don't exhaust other resources to fix their fucking problems. They fix it themselves. And it's just, they just process things that way, right? Your first response is not to go to somebody else. If I can't fix this as a man, then what kind of man am I, right? Specifically for women who want to be that rock or the one that their man can confide in. It's not gonna happen. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how many times you ask or inquire or check on whomever, they're not gonna let you know. Especially like the more masculine he is, you won't hear a fucking peep from him, right? Because first of all, he don't want to worry you with the shit he got going on, and then he's not gonna allow you to look at him in this way, bro. Because to keep it a whole stack, bro, the main reason, not gonna say the main reason, but a big part of the piece of why they're not gonna tell you nothing is because they're gonna be at risk of losing your ass. And I know it sucks to say, it sucks to hear that, and most women won't believe that themselves, bro. But the proof is in pudding. I mean, I don't know if there's an actual stat out there that shows the results after men come to women with their problems, man. But the amount of conversations and things I've read, particularly regarding this issue, man, women tend to look at their men differently after their man becomes vulnerable with them and the relationship is over. So not only are you pushing yourself in an uncomfortable space with your significant other, you at risk of losing the girl now because you trying to go to her with your problems, man. You know what I mean? Especially if your girl already reveres you in a certain way. She looks at you as the calm, cool one that can, handle your shit. And if you get to a breaking point, you got to come to her with your problems. And it sounds fucked up, but that's the real world we fucking living in, right? Like, man ain't gonna fucking risk that. Which is even more fucked up because in reality, if that happens, then that's not the person for you at the end of the day, because, within a loving relationship, you should be able to go to your partner with your problems, man. But the unfortunate reality of it is that a lot of women will look at they motherfucker different. And is that a risk men are willing to take? What up, man? Hey, do me a favor, please, and please subscribe to my Rumble account. And link for it in the description box. If you know, you know. But YouTube has made it very difficult for your boy to do anything. A lot of y'all should know about Rumble. You can do whatever you want and say whatever you want. You ain't worried about nothing over there. It's real. So, I need y'all to, mess with me over there. Bruh, your boy's hands are tied. You know what I mean? But, we ain't going nowhere. So I ain't going to stop, bruh. Just make minor adjustments. Keep it pushing, dog. We built for it. But, yeah. Love y'all. Night Talk. Night Nation. Back to your regularly scheduled program. And I would have guessed the risk is worth it depending upon how big the problem is. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a life or death type of thing, a mental health type of thing, a dark time type of thing, right? You gotta really remove yourself from your relationship and objectively save your own life. You should probably go to your significant other to fix that, man. But big picture, bro, like a man could be holding the fucking weight of the world on his shoulders and you will never fucking know. You will never fucking know. I'm trying to come up with the best way to tackle that problem, man. But I was more focusing on like the female's perspective regarding this issue, man. And the best thing you can do is just make life easier for him, regardless of what you think you know about whatever the hell he just got going on. Just make life easier for him. You know, make life peaceful for him. Don't be a potential another obstacle for him to have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? If he is dealing with some shit. And men need to have their homies, bro. They need to have their homies, bro. Like, that was shocking here, too. That's what really shocked me more than anything is they don't go to their homeboys with any of their problems, man. But as I sit back and think about it more, like, men just typically don't operate that way, regardless of how close you are with your homies, bro. You don't want to burden others with your problems. But the ones that love you are not going to feel burdened by your problems, but you got to make sure you got motherfuckers that love you before you even, cross that bridge. It's just a man's plight is a fucked one, bro, because you're talking about mental health. You're talking about everything, physiological health, physical health, everything. And men don't have outlets to goddamn just be human sometimes, bro, because of, the societal standard men are held to and the societal standard that men place on themselves. The standard that men place on themselves. If I can't handle my own shit, then what type of man am I? Right? Am I as manly as I thought I was? Right? But it is very manly to realize I ain't gonna even say a fault. It is very manly to realize something about yourself that needs to be fixed, needs to be addressed to save your own ass. But navigating that space can be very fucking difficult, man. And as big, as devastating and as problematic and as insane that these problems men be having with everything, mental health, family, friends, money, freedom, all that, man. Like, a lot of men do not, most men, regardless of where you are, ideology wise or politically or socially, man, you got a lot of shit going on. You don't want to burden someone else with all that shit anyway. Like, how you gonna help my problems? It's rough, man. It's rough because the standard really is the better you're able to hold yourself together, the more of a man you are. And if you're not able to fucking hold yourself together, then you're not a man, right? If you're not able to hold yourself together and get your life together, you shouldn't even be thinking about the standard of a man. You should be thinking about how to save your ass and not becoming a liability to turn yourself back into an asset. But that's a whole different conversation, man. I was just trying to voice this dilemma to the women, right? And why you will never hear about a man's problems, because men don't operate that way. They don't think that way. We're logically sound, trying to fucking figure out what the fuck needs to happen in order to fix our shit. You want a whole frame for y'all to continue to make you feel safe and not feel vulnerable if I'm feeling vulnerable, and it's not worth the risk for me for allowing you to see me in a vulnerable position, because you may not look at me the same after. A man's plight. And I'm not trying to make it no man versus women thing. Y'all got y'all issues, we got ours, bro. But this is a big one that men struggle with, bro. Women have the luxury of not being judged society-wise when they need help, when they ask for help, bro. Women will fucking, hey, I'm having this issue, I need this. Can you do that? Can you do this? Men don't move that way. Men don't move that way. We gonna deal with our shit and deal with your shit too. I just ended off by saying, for women that have issue with this plight or this issue that men are going through, can you blame them? Can you blame a man for not coming to you with his issues? Can you blame a man for not wanting to be vulnerable with you? Can you blame him? Right? Can you?